Actor Jussie Smollett on trial almost 3 years after he says he was assaulted in a racial and homophobic attack in Chicago. Investigators saying that story is a complete lie and that the entire incident was staged to help further Smollett's career. Meagan Fitzgerald has more.
Tonight, actor Jussie Smollett on trial for charges that he staged a racist and homophobic attack on himself nearly 3 years ago. A jury of 12 selected earlier in a packed Chicago courtroom. In 2019, Smollett said he was attacked by two men who threw a noose around his neck and poured chemicals on him while yelling racist and homophobic slurs and support for President Donald Trump. Authorities allege Smollett paid two brothers to carry out the attack. Chicago police calling it a publicity stunt in 2019.
Empire actor Jussie Smollett took advantage of the pain and anger of racism to promote his career.
Investigators say he was unhappy with his salary on the TV show Empire, setting up the scheme to try and secure more money.
Smollett paid $3,500 to stage this attack and drag Chicago's reputation through the mud in the process.
Smollett and his legal team have denied any wrongdoing, and he continues to maintain his innocence.
I've been truthful and consistent on every single level since day one.
Prosecutors previously dropped criminal charges against him in 2019 after he performed community service, but a special prosecutor investigated the handling of the case by the state, finding, quote, substantial abuses of discretion and operational failures. A new grand jury then indicted Smollett on 6 felony misconduct charges in 2020 for lying to the police. This summer, Smollett's lawyer accused the special prosecutor of harboring political motives and writing in a statement, quote, Mr. Smollett is innocent of these charges, and now we are focused on moving forward to trial. The two Osundario brothers Smollett allegedly paid to stage the attack, set to be key witnesses in the trial.
So what's going on here? Am I being arrested?
An attorney for the brothers says they expressed tremendous regret for their part in the alleged scheme.
The brothers are sorry for their involvement and that they're going to do everything they can to make this right.
The trial is expected to last a week.
All right, Meagan Fitzgerald joins us now from Chicago. So, Meagan, this alleged attack happened almost 3 years ago. Why does it take it so long for this case to come to trial?
You know, it's a really good question. There's a lot that goes into this. First, this, of course, act happened, and that's when Jussie Smollett notified police. At that point, they started investigating. A couple weeks later, they charged him, saying that this was a hoax. After that, the charges were dropped. There was something called a pretrial diversion. That was something that Jussie accepted, meaning that he didn't have to plead guilty. He paid $10,000. He did some community service. But then there was a special prosecutor, as we detailed there in the story, that found evidence. A grand jury was convened and charges were brought. So it was the back and forth, but then also the pandemic. So fast forward nearly 3 years later, and Jussie Smollett is on trial.
And the Chicago Police Department is so convinced this was a complete lie and a hoax on Smollett's part that they also have a lawsuit against him?
Absolutely. So they filed this lawsuit shortly after the charges were dropped back in 2019. They are suing him for some $130,000. They're saying that that is the overtime that they had to pay officers for more than 1,800 hours as they investigated this crime, something that they say is a hoax, Tom.
Meagan Fitzgerald for us tonight. Meagan, we thank you for that.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.